the international break has finally ended. I love the fact that the international break ended. For now, we know there's no international break in October. Hopefully, all our players come back unscathed. No injury scare. There is no apparent or imminent news of any of our players having any nego or injury scare. Hopefully, touch wood, our players have no injuries, whether slight or severe injuries. I do not want to hear of any injuries. There was training today, but the players who went to represent their countries, either in the friendlies or World Cup or Nations Cup qualifiers, none of them had took part in training. So by tomorrow or Friday, we should have to have any news of any of our players. Hopefully, they all come back fit as a fiddle, no injuries care. Goodison Park is the next destination. And we know how wretched our record at Goodison Park has been. Since 2017, 6 years ago, was the last time I actually beat Everton at Goodison Park. Now, when it comes to the Emirates, we're actually ripping to them. But when it comes to going to Goodison Park, we've been struggling. And the last time Arsenal had all 3 points was 2017 in a 5-2 demolition game against Everton. Hopefully, this time we can change that narrative around. Now, who's going to be starting as a goalkeeper? During the international break, there was rumor from the Tier 1 journalists telling us that there is a slight possibility from the Tier 1 journalists that Raya could usurp Ramsdale. Nothing from Arteta, just whispers and rumor from the Tier 1 journalists that there's a possibility. Remember, we secured the signing, right, of David Raya this summer on loan with an option to buy for £30 million, right? So we know he's a top goalkeeper. For me, I like Ramsdale. He's a top goalkeeper. If you ask me objectively, who do I think is a better goalkeeper? I think there's a marginal difference between both of them. Both of them are top goalkeepers, in my opinion. And how do you actually correctly articulate and draw that distinction of who is better? Because playing for Brentford and playing for Arsenal is two different things. The defensive personnel of Brentford and Arsenal is two different things. So gauging the qualities is very, very debatable. And if you want to use the eye test can be subjective based on the agenda that might be actually snaked in. Now, I'm trying to be as objective as possible, even though I personally just enjoy Ramsdale. I can, on my own part, tell you, I think Raya is a better goalkeeper than Ramsdale. Marginally, not by a mile. I just think marginally Raya is a better goalkeeper than Ramsdale. Some of you might disagree. Let me know in the comment section. Now, based on the rumor, do you think Arteta will actually take action and actually bring in Raya instead of Ramsdale immediately after the international break? I don't think so, because you do not want to be a bit too radical, for the lack of a better term, with his squad harmony and unity. Now, there is no history and that shows that Ramsdale will be sulking or will kick up a fuss in the team. But at the same time, you don't want to change the team too drastically. So if there's any change or any possibility that Acharaya will just come in ahead of Ramsdale, I think that will happen in the Champions League. We know we play on Sunday against Everton. Then I think Tuesday or Wednesday we play in Champions League against PSV. Then I won't be shocked if we start David Raya then. But against Everton at the Goodison Park, I suspect that you actually want to go with Ramsdale. Ramsdale has not done anything bad this season. All the goals he has conceded when none of them were his fault. So it would be slightly unfair, even though something tells me Arteta and the goalkeeping coach have a softer spot for Raya. Eventually, I still think in the long term, Raya will be the number one goalkeeper, because I think that's what Arteta wants. But it doesn't mean Ramsdale is a bad goalkeeper. He's not a bad goalkeeper. Sometimes the manager, the gaffer, the honcho in charge just prefers Raya, and it is what it is. You can't question it. He's the one in charge. The box top at his desk. If he says he prefers and he wants Raya to be number one, even though Ramsdale have not done anything horrible, even though, like I said, he's the manager, we just have to respect it, right? So let's see. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think Arteta will actually make the change against Everton, or he'll wait to the Champions League match against PSV? Let me know in the comment section. So let's go to Kai Havertz. Like a lot of you have been slating Kai Havertz. I understand if you think he's not good enough. I don't think it. I think it's too early to actually pass an appraisal on Kai Havertz. It's barely 4 games. Now, I'm tired of you trying to use the Chelsea yardstick to measure his Arsenal career. You can't do that. Chelsea was Chelsea. This is Arsenal. Don't tell me about who is in the Premiership. So a player can be horrible at one club in the same league and go to another club. It's fantastic. Torres was fantastic at Liverpool. Went to Chelsea, it became horrible. So we have to be very careful about using the old barometer of where they played before to judge certain players. He's 24. He's not in his prime. He's a very technical good player. You can't tell me Kai Havertz is shite. I get it. If you don't call his time at Chelsea flop, I give that to you. Let's wait for him to play at least, even though I think a season is unfair way to judge a player, at least a season before you pass your judgment on Kai Havertz. Do not be seduced by the low-level banter of Chelsea fans and even the stalking. Like Chelsea fans are so obsessed that they are even stalking him. Why should you still? We bought this player from Chelsea. Yet Chelsea fans are so keen to see him fail. That tells me they know there's a player in there. He might not have succeeded at Chelsea. That is no guarantee he will not succeed at Arsenal. Arsenal play differently. There's unity in the team. The way we see the game is different. So I know the reason why Chelsea fans are so obsessed with the potential of Kai Havertz is because they know there's a chance he will succeed at Arsenal. And Arsenal fans can't say that. Now, there are some Arsenal content creators and fans who have an agenda. They want to see Kai Havertz fail because they think their predictions have to come to fruition by all cost, by hook or crook. And it is what it is. Like, I think you support your players and support your club, regardless of what you take personally. The club you come first. But if you want to continue to push this agenda and push this prejudice, that's on you. So I still expect Arteta to start Kai Havertz, even though his cameo against France when he came in the second half, he looked good. He made Saliba scramble on the floor. Saliba, who is for me, is sort of a physical specimen of a defender. I saw Kai Havertz actually kind of physically molest Saliba during the game. He actually bullied Saliba in that game. Go watch it. The 20 to 30 minutes cameo of Kai Havertz when he came in. He provided an assist and actually was was physical, was kind of sharp. His movement was good against a very good French team. So regardless of this narrative, is for me, Kai Havertz is an easy target for some of these content creators to seem relevant. I'm not saying a start to life at Arsenal has been excellent, but he has not been this bad. You guys are just embellishing and over-exaggerating this quote-unquote flop of Kai Havertz. 4 games, and you're going to call him a flop. I think you need your head checked. After 4 games, not 19 games, not 20 games. After 4 games, if you're going to call a player a success or a flop after 4 games, I think you need your head checked. So let's go to the next slide. Who do you think will actually, lay the line? Nketiah or Jesus? We know Jesus came back from injury before international break and scored that wonderful goal against Manchester United at the Emirates, the victory, the 3rd goal. What a goal. I'm sure Dalot is still sliding. So we know Nketiah started the season very well. Good. I think he scored against Fulham. Yeah, and he scored against Nottingham Forest. 2 goals already. He's looking sharp. For me, Nketiah has actually improved. That actually made him get the invite to the English national team. Now, this is a very, very tight one. Should we start Nketiah? Should we start Jesus? For me, Jesus is a better player. I'm not saying Nketiah is shite. I just think Jesus is a better player in facilitating the rest of the team, of the squad, especially attacking players like Saka and Martinelli. Now, Nketiah has not done badly. He has done well. He's improving his hold-off play in linking up with the other strikers like forward like Martinelli and Saka. He's doing better, even though he needs to work on his passing ability, but he has been doing better. He's not being bullied. He's very quick. So, but against tall defenders at Goodison Park, I'd rather go for Jesus. even though he's not the tallest, the way he harries and hustles defenders, I'll go with Jesus. So, what do you guys think? Jesus or Nketiah should lay the line against against Everton and Goodison? But you can actually still bring Nketiah in the second half, or you can start Nketiah and bring in Jesus. But my preference would be for us to start Jesus out of Nketiah because of how he facilitates, his experience, his dribbling ability to hold on to the ball is much better than Nketiah. Even though Nketiah has improved, but I think it's much more better than Nketiah. So let me know in the comment section, who do you want to start with against Everton on Sunday, Jesus or Nketiah? So, guys, do not forget to do me this favor, like the video, very important. If you're watching for the first time and you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? I would appreciate the fact that you subscribe to the channel, you stick like on the video, and make sure you share the video too. Like, share, subscribe, and lastly, don't forget to turn on your notification bell. So, guys, this is not a preview. I'm just looking forward to the match. I'll do another preview regarding this match. Do not forget to like again. Let me repeat it for those that didn't hear. Subscribe and make sure your notification bells are turned on. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.